Hello, my golden viewers! Merry Christmas, and welcome to another episode of Speedy Reacts with reacting to Ursula's Twisted Revival. I'm in danger! Now, there is something down here Ursa put. I had to redub this whole episode because it picked up the wrong mic. Oh, I feel that. Then it got messed up in editing software. As someone who edits sometimes for this type of stuff, I completely understand that, especially when you try and record. OBS does the same thing to me all the time, and I hate it. So, Gray's test subject. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to Ursula if you have not already, and let's start this. And there will be a stream later today, people, as long as this uploads pretty soon. So, let's see what we got. Also, ignore the washing machine in the background. Power went out last night, so doing stuff now. Ursa presents Twisted Revival. Now, small warning, there is a seizure warning for this because there's flashing lights and jump scares, so please be careful with this. Let's see what happens this time, because last time Reborn had to pick Ursa up, who caught a cannonball.
Sorry for all of this. I wish I didn't have to do it. I wish I wasn't under control. I wish none of this would happen.
I know, Reborn. You might not want to see that on camera.
I wish you could chuck Miss Gray down the elevator shaft. I'm sorry if that does mean, but Miss Gray is a very shallow, emotionally dead, heartless character, and as much as I love it for storytelling, I absolutely hate it that this Ursa has to deal with this. Oh,
We probably have audio.
With probably not knowing the budget of this place and how many corners are cut.
Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm here now anyway. Where are we going? I don't know.
We're Miss Gray asked me to bring you back for some tests. Hopefully they're done quick.
oh Lord, I'm scared for that. She's gonna poke and prod her. She's gonna take her brain out. She's gonna unscrew and put a mind control chip so she's in full control. Because clearly she's a control freak.
Tests? What kind of tests?
That's all I was told.
Okay, that's wonderful considering what else is down here. That's great.
Yeah, well, there should be up there. Again, I'm sorry.
I know, Reborn.
Not your fault, big guy.
Darling, I'm so glad to see that you're back.
I'm not glad to see you. You and your greenish hair, you witch.
And yes,
By the way, love the voice actor. The actor for this, I have no problem with them. The character I hate, and that's what makes it a good character. If you can emotionally be invested enough to hate a character, that's how you know it's good acting and good storytelling.
the security cameras do have audio. We cut corners on safety, not security. You should know this. Now go sit in the corner and be a little coat rack for the labs.
Listen here, you 2-bit timing, little screw-driving, little witch. I don't care if you have control problems, if you cannot take criticism, you can get your happy little butt out of here and go jump in a Sarlacc pit for all I care. Karma's gonna hit you hard, Miss Gray. Just as hard as it's gonna make me hit that dang washing machine. Oh, I love the storytelling, don't get me wrong, but ooh, I want to sock Miss Gray in the face. And I have a theory she may be Cassidy's mother, which Plush Guy also made that theory a while back ago, so I'm going to give him credit for that. But I'm starting to it makes more sense why Cassidy would have such anger issues dealing with her.
Ursa, darling, I was worried sick. Are you okay?
Worried sick, my hide! If you were worried sick, you wouldn't be sending the half-a-ton robot and programming it to kill anyone who got close. You just don't want to lose control. You are a control freak, Gray. And I swear it's gonna be your downfall.
Mostly.
Well, come step into my office. Answer some questions for me, darling.
Okay.
Did that mean old Afton do anything to you first off?
He got her out of your clutches for a few minutes. So, no. The only thing he did was technically hit her over the head.
No, just hit me over the back of the head and toted me off like a potato sack.
Like a potato sack. Now I'm just imagining Krampus. Now I'm just imagining Afton in a Santa suit hauling 9 little children off in a sack. Okay, that was funny.
Fun.
The audacity. I'm sorry he's done that, darling. Now come.
You say that's rich coming from you. You basically kidnap people. You threaten to kill their families if they so much as tell the police, or don't come back at your designated time. I'm sorry, but you have no room to talk, Missy.
Come in a little further, please.
Yeah, you haven't done anything.
What was that?
I was communicating with Phobia. Who's that?
Oh, please talk back to her more, Reborn. Please just chuck her down the elevator shaft. Please. Throw her down at Mach 3 and all of us will be happy.
About fighters.
Nice save.
Anyways, darling, could you answer some questions for me?
Sure.
What would you happen to know about some remnant?
That's a very broad question. I know it's a word.
Very well.
You need to back up, Miss Gray, because if you... She has to be the purple guy of this reality now that Afton's out of the picture. Like, I'm sorry, but since Afton basically never became the purple guy in this reality, I'm pretty sure she's filling the shoes of that sadistic, crazed, wants power mindset.
Well,
I'm pretty sure the vocabulary means something that's left behind. That's it.
we're being smart today, aren't we, darling?
I am answering
Right.
your question to the best of my
So it says
ability.
here that you're due for your company physical, if you will. So if you wouldn't mind just hopping on the table with some straps.
Why straps? This makes me fear that she's going to try and control her.
You understand?
I'm usually full of resisting, but she's scary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think it's a little late to be resisting. I think you're right.
What was that, darling?
I am talking to the voices in my head. Yep.
Are we going to do this nicely, darling, or do you need some assistance?
Your assistants can go straight to the Alps, Miss Gray. Your assistants can go mosey its pretty little butt straight to the Himalayas, far, far, far away. And you can go with them, too.
You're not gonna let me go anywhere.
No.
I'm sure this is fine. You've got the crowbar. I've already had several concussions. This is fine.
What an excellent choice, darling. I wouldn't want to rough you up any more than that Afton fellow already has.
Oh, you say you're sorry it happened, but yet you're willing to do violence upon her, too, if she steps out of line. Yeah. Miss Gray, I'm sorry, but, I want to fire you out of a cannon. And then say, oh, I'm sorry this happened, then fire you out of it again. Ooh, this woman. I love the acting, but ooh!
Yeah. Great.
The more Miss Gray talks, the more she talks, the more I get angry. And I love that the actor is able to pull that off, but ooh!
Are the straps really necessary?
You know,
Well,
are
the
they?
straps aren't necessarily escaping issues. It's more of any involuntary movements you might have during the procedure.
Right, so why are there so many of them exactly?
Well, to put it bluntly, darling, you're not exactly the tallest.
Wow.
This has been used for other people, darling.
And now she's being. Oh, I swear, if I was in the physical room with her, I would drop kick her off a cliff. Miss Gray, I'm sorry. I do not care for your attitude and tone.
Of course it
You
has.
are my favorite, don't get me wrong. But this
Oh, yes, she's your favorite. You threaten her family, you threaten her life, you threaten anyone else who she might tell or tell the police. Yeah, that says says you're her favorite. It just means you're more interested in what she is because of Ursabot. If Ursabot wasn't interested, you drop her, and you know it. So don't you be lying.
this has had other subjects. We had to make sure it was safe for you, of course.
I do not
Safer, at
know
least.
what to do with that information, especially with the large rat stain on the floor.
Less questions, darling. It'll make you feel a lot better. It senses fear. You really shouldn't stress too much about it.
Luckily, we have no fear.
Thanks, Mel. Really appreciate it. Super helpful. So, is this, gonna last long exactly?
Well, it depends on your... Oh, what's the word? Strength, I suppose. Mental strength.
Great.
The last
great,
few...
Perfect.
It took a couple of days to extract all the information we needed, but some just lasted a couple days, and some a few weeks. It really depends. It's somewhere around that range.
Great. This is sounding more and more like medieval torture.
But
Wonderful.
we'll be sure...
It sounds more like inhumane experiments, and I want to call the Geneva Convention. I want to call the Geneva Convention on her because it's inhumane torture. Because I'm pretty sure a laser being on top of someone's head is cruel and inhumane and pretty much goes against the Geneva Convention. I am pretty sure.
to give you rest, darling, I promise. I'm not that evil.
Bull.
Right.
I call
Right.
bull.
Now remember, no rest for you lot until you get the answers.
See? Oh, I'm gonna let you rest. Rest of you, no rest. I'm sorry, but evil.
Yes, Miss Gray.
Good. So, darling, what was that?
Yes. All yours. Literally can't go anywhere, so...
Well, one of the devices we've hooked you up is a little lie detector, if you will.
Oh,
Just to make sure
detector.
that we're being truthful with one another, you see.
Uh-huh.
As I don't just let anyone into my personal office.
You have trust issues. You have control issues. You are psychotically violent. You are greedy for power. And you are so overconfident in yourself that you can't be touched. Yeah, the animatronics are going to rip her to shreds.
Space, you see.
Right, yeah. Uh-huh.
So, darling, I would like you to be a bit more broad, or I guess specific, and I think we both know what we mean when I ask about, do you know what remnant is?
Yes, I know what remnant is. I've had it explained to me. I'm not overly familiar with it.
Very good, darling. I'm glad we're on the same page now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could you possibly tell me why is it that you've been producing remnant?
I have no earthly idea, and it's very, very strange that is something that can be picked up on some sort of scale, to be honest with you.
Oh, we have
She's not
quite a
wrong,
few
it is
scales that have
concerning.
been picking things up, darling.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, how far away physically is that animatronic version of myself that you've also been testing on? How far is that from
Why, darling, it's right in the other room.
Of course it is. Of course Ursamod's right in the next room. Oh, this is going to go well. This is going to go fun well. This is going to go so well, no one's going to be upset or crying. I hope you'll catch the sarcasm.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yep. Sure. Why not?
Well, as long as you're being honest with me, I have no reason to lie to you, darling. After all, you are my favorite. I had to make sure that you were recovered safely.
Thanks. While you're being so forthcoming, how exactly did you get into mad scientist court? Like what?
Oh, it was just a dabble in college, really. Minored in it.
Right.
That explains a lot. That explains a lot that she's mad. I mean, it fits her personality. Most mad scientists think they're full of themselves.
Majored in business and animatronics, of course, mechanics, all that good stuff.
Of course.
Gotta have a
that
side
makes
hobby,
sense.
darling. Anyways, how much do you know about your animatronic self?
It exists. I assumed at first that you made it at some point after looking at my blueprints. which I don't remember sending you.
Interesting.
Did you not build it?
Okay, if she didn't build it, that just tells me that it is from the other universe, and that Ursabot is technically both Ursas in one place. It's just the remnant of what's left of Ursa inside Ursabot, and that the memories inside Ursa are just locked. And I swear, Miss Gray, I swear if you... Ooh, I don't want to say something, but I feel like she's going to do something stupid. And I feel like she's going to make it to where Ursa's going to be hindered somehow. I don't know why, but it's just... Having someone strapped in an entirely big room with a laser pointed at your head, it worries me there's going to be something happening. Memory loss... I'm just... If she does something to hinder her, I swear.
Oh,
It's a good thing you're connected to this detector, my dear.
okay. I don't really have a reason to lie about that either, to be honest with you, so, are you just...
And what about you, darling? Are you fully from this world?
As far as I know, you're the one that threatened me with my own ants, so I think you should know that I was born here, like...
Just because you have a bit of humanity ties, darling, doesn't mean you're entirely of this world.
I have baby pictures going all the way back to my birth. Do you want my birth certificate? I'm sure you already have
darling,
it.
there are multiple different paradoxes in the world, or at least in science fiction. There's always the possibility of fiction becoming non-fiction.
You tell...
I'm sorry, but let's put it in this way, okay? If nothing was different with Ursa, okay? If this Ursa hadn't had anything happen to her, no mal, no nothing, she still would have been picked up. You wanna know why? Because Miss Gray is a psychopath.
Don't say, as I'm sitting under this weird machine. You know what? Yeah, whatever you want to know, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. Go ahead. This is fine.
What are you, darling? That's what I'd like to know.
My name is Ursa. I'm just a normal
Not who.
person. I also go by Lindsay. They're both my names.
Oh,
I'm
no.
way over my head. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I just ended up here.
I'm noticing some spikes, darling, in the detector.
Okay.
I'm not sure which of that was a
Maybe
lie.
some people wouldn't consider me normal. Not in this situation, but I used to be normal. So,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think
trying
you're normal.
very hard to not lose everything right now. So, you know.
That is good. Like I said, the machine does malfunction a little bit with too much fear. But
Great. Perfect.
I do have access to your medical records, as you know, darling.
Then you should know that it
We've discussed this. We've talked about your therapy.
yeah, missing that right now. Really wish I was there, not here. Really should have just stayed in therapy.
It's not too much
Questioning all
different
my
from
life choices.
therapists in here. I mean, it's got the white walls like a therapist's office would.
Do not confuse therapy for an insane, inhumane experiment that nobody wanted to take part in. To say the two are anywhere similar is insane itself.
We've got a little bit of accenting. It really brings the room together, I think, darling, don't you?
What do
No,
you
it doesn't.
want from me? You're asking me questions that I don't have answers to. I am just a person. I'm a bystander. Things just keep happening around me. They're weird. I don't know what you want from me. I can't help you.
Are you, though, darling? Are you truly just a bystander?
Yes. Yes, I am. Or I was. Before whatever this is. So, thanks for that.
I don't think you're truly just a bystander, darling, but we'll let the tests see the answers to that.
You can tell I
Have you
think
found
so
anything?
anyway.
We're still looking. Just no, there's not much yet.
Farewell.
We're just about to check over the brain and the nervous system now.
Ah, great.
Good. As you should have been doing a while ago. But I digress.
Yeah, just probe my brain. Why not? It's not like that's important or anything. It's not like I want to keep that. Any other
Thank you so much, though, darling, for behaving as much as you have.
What choice does she have? A big animatronics next in the room. You have a laser pointer at her head. She's strapped down to a table. She doesn't have much of a choice.
Yeah.
You've really been a doll with all this.
Like I have a choice.
Yeah.
What,
Reward.
Coat Rack?
Sorry, that's... Orion has an update on the first champion, if you're interested.
Oh?
He apparently
suppose-
is trying to reach you, but for some reason it's not going through.
Oh no.
I suppose we should just step out, get some cell service. Stay put, darling. Try not to move too much.
Reborn.
I'm gonna go anywhere.
Please.
Very funny. Splash trap
If
away.
you want, I could try to break you out.
Please do.
Distraction? What would be the most likely to happen if we did that?
Heavy stealth. I killed him. We get up.
No. I'm pretty sure they're just innocent bystanders as well. I don't think... don't kill anybody, Reborn.
I could just knock them out. Wouldn't be hard. Well, for me, it wouldn't be hard.
And, say we even get past Miss Gray in the elevator, what would happen then?
Consider the other animatronics are set to self-destructive. If anything happens to Miss Gray, and they're probably on standby.
Okay.
Get you out, and then I would go boom. So
We're
would
not
the
doing
others,
that.
and
Nope.
that would be the end of it.
Nope. We don't want that to happen. We're not doing that.
You're-
That's a terrible plan.
Your life is more important
No.
than mine.
Listen, I don't think that's how any of this works.
They can
I
work.
really don't.
They can
I
work, though.
value you, Reborn. I
And now
do.
take Miss Gray out, so you're free for life.
No, that's not. She hasn't done anything insane yet. My brain isn't mush yet, so it'll be fine, I guess. But this is better than you exploding or something.
Yeah.
Even if I die here, at least no one else will be a casualty.
I have a promise to keep. You're not dying.
Well, just write it out for right now and feel it out.
Fine. You two working fast enough, Miss Gray doesn't like slow workers.
Wait a minute. There's a chip in her brain.
Chip?
Oh, no.
What was that?
There seems to be a chip in the left side of the cerebral cortex of her brain.
I was really hoping that he was lying to me.
Interesting. Darling, did you know about the chip?
Someone might have mentioned it to me that it was in there, and I was really hoping that he was telling a lie.
Oh no.
Mr. Upton, so many things that he isn't a liar.
It looks like it's right
I
in
would not have you saying that name. Go back in the corner and be a coat rack.
Fine.
I'll turn you into
It
a coat
appears
rack.
to be right at the base of her skull.
Yep. That's great. I was really hoping that was
You
not.
see that there?
Darling, what all does the chip do?
I don't know. I didn't even know it was in there. I don't want it in my brain.
It could be sending out valuable information, or it could contain valuable information. Lock it down in the system.
Please.
Yes, Miss Gray.
Huh? No.
What does that mean?
No.
What does that mean?
They're not looking me in the way. No.
Hey, I think that you should think this through a little bit more about,
There seems to be some kind of information on it.
it's hooked up to my brain.
Lock it
Can
down
we-
for now until we can isolate it properly to see what's in it.
Are we sure that I don't
Yes,
need
sure.
that?
That's it.
Oh,
Oh, what? What's going on? Wait, what did that say?
Lock it
Can
down
we-
for now until we can isolate it proproperly to see
What'd
what's
that
in it.
say?
Are we sure that I don't need
sure.
that?
That's it.
Oh,
What does that say? Please. Please don't leave me. Please, no. Don't leave me.
Ursa, darling. Ursa.
Shut up, Miss
Ursa?
Gray.
Oh, wonderful. You did survive. So we managed to shut down that chip, which it knocked you out for a moment. It was a little close to some nerves. There was the high chance of you becoming blind and deaf, but since you're responding, I'm assuming that it didn't cause either of those issues for you.
Everything's a little
If it
darker.
was, it probably would have told her.
My,
Mrs. Gray. The chip.
what? Excellent.
I don't feel right.
We'll have to diagnose this later, properly look into it. We've removed it from your head, darling. Little souvenir. With this, we should be able to find.
My brain feels funny.
Well, we didn't have that much anesthesia left from the last procedure, to be fair, but it'll work its way out, I'm sure, darling. For now, why don't you just worry about resting
What have
up?
you done?
Uh-huh.
What have
What a
you
great
done?
choice. I'm so glad you agree.
Uh-huh.
With all due respect, Miss Gray probably should leave that a secured vault with no radio signals getting in or out.
Why would I have taken this out of her brain only to just not study it? Why would I have risked this wonderful darling for a chip that I would just let sit dusty in a storage somewhere?
They took Mal out. Mal's not in her head anymore. Oh, God. Okay. If they've taken Mal out, which I think they have, if the chip is out of her head, that means Mal's not in her head anymore. That means the nightmares can do whatever the dang Sam Hill they want, and Mal can't keep her safe in her dreams. Oh, Miss Gray, what have you done?
It will be investigated properly. We will be getting answers from this.
All I'm saying is, I don't know, something doesn't feel right.
You got that
Am I in
right.
charge?
Even the emotionless robot can tell something's wrong. If somebody that is a robot's telling you something's wrong, you should get a clue.
Or am I? Or are you?
You're in charge.
Darling, the adults are talking. Go back to sleep. It's okay.
I'm an
She is an
adult.
adult.
And right now, the adult is very tired.
Something is missing from
But
my
that
brain.
adult is at least listening to what she's being told. The last I checked, Coat-Racks don't speak
Something's wrong. Everything's getting darker.
unless spoken to at the bare minimum.
Uh-oh.
He's a bear.
What's going on?
He's a bear.
Thank you. Thank you, Ursa.
For the last time, I don't care what you think. I do not care for your opinion. I did not ask for it. If I wanted an opinion of an object, I would have been talking to the walls by now.
Oh.
Come on.
Uh.
Hi.
Ah, darling,
gonna-
are you coming too?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be coming to beat you up in a second, Miss Gray, if you don't shut it.
Excellent. So why don't you just go ahead and start sitting up for me, darling?
Easy does it.
You might still feel a little bit of the side effects, but that's okay. That's probably normal.
I want her in jail on the death row for inhumane and Geneva Convention breaking laws. She is a walking, living human health risk.
Woozy.
So we're just going to be walking just a short little trip to the next room, darling. You can use the little coat rack to help you along.
Call him coat rack one more time. I swear I hope he throws you down the elevator shaft head first. I'm sorry, folks, but Miss Gray is really getting into my head this episode, and I really just wanted to go. Phew!
I don't think this is a good idea, Miss Gray.
Well, what? Would you rather her just fall all over herself? She'll fall off the table if we're not careful. Help her off.
That's not what I meant. I don't trust that thing.
If I
That's
wanted
not
your
right.
opinion, I would have asked for it. Or I would have talked to the walls first.
Same thing goes for you. If I wanted your opinion, Miss Gray, I would have talked to the walls first. How about you take your own advice and shut it?
Oh,
There
Ursa,
you go, darling.
be careful.
Give
Come
Mal
on,
back.
My head feels like fruit
That's a
with
very...
mustard.
Leave the door there, darling. Can't have you too damaged. There's someone that's been wanting to see you.
Oh, great. And now we have this. Miss Gray, I swear I am going to just... Great, now we have to deal with our spot. This is just perfect. This is just perfect.
Hello, me. I don't wanna.
Is anything coming back to you at all about this individual, darling?
My brain feels like an oversized orange.
I'll get you an orange later.
Thank you. I like oranges. Oranges are nice. I'm gonna sit down now.
That's
Just
fine.
don't fall asleep, darling. We still have much to do.
What happened?
You gave her
I've been
anesthetic.
requesting your presence, darling, and I was...
You gave her half anesthetic. You did brain surgery on her, and now you're telling her to do something big. Good Lord.
I was hoping I could get answers from one, if not both of you, if you were together. With all the remnants you seem to be producing.
So sorry to interrupt, but I've been waiting long enough. Shutdown code 23 5 23 9 12 12 2 5 15 14 5.
Miss Gray, what have you done?
That's not good.
Oh dear.
What have you done, Miss Gray? What have you done?
How I've missed you.
Great. What a perfect way to end this. Oh. Looks like we have some bloopers. Before we do, I have to know that. So, Miss Gray, you have been the stupidest pawn I have ever seen. You have been the stupidest pawn I have ever had the unpleasure to know. I love the storytelling, but your greed, your lust for control has now put Ursa in the hands of Ursabot without Mal to keep her head safe. So thank you, you psychotic businesswoman. So they've taken Mal out. They've taken him out, and clearly have put him out. I don't know how he's going to get back in because it was connected to her brain in a certain way through her nervous system. Putting that back in is going to be a whole different problem unless the suit decides to clamp down on her again like it did the first time in season 1. This was a good episode, don't get me wrong. It's just, I'm just like, now for some bloopers.
We won't know until we properly are able to investigate it.
Oh,
I was angry. Girl.
I was angry.
She's going
girl.
insane. She's laughing on the table while she's clearly struggling in fear.
Stop it.
Quick sedator.
Quick sedator.
Get her down, get her down! Oh, don't worry, I've got it!
Oh, she's in survival.
Happening, guys.
I didn't think you could be shot. I thought you were...
She's in survival.
You're gonna be shot.
She was gonna be hit with a crowbar. She has to be.
Help me.
Help me!
You shot!
Help me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, that went really quickly badly. I literally cannot do anything if I don't jump.
No, yeah, no. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get the step stool out for you. We'll get it next time.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Let me give you a boost up.
If you've made it this far, hit the subscribe button.
Thanks.
Let's see if
Let me
that
give you a little kiss goodnight.
Oh, Lord mercy.
Let us tuck you in now. Let's make sure you're
Okay,
not
guys, pull it together.
Now the dragon is here. It's time for your sniff
I
special.
can hear the mic. That's different right now. So yeah, she was right. The mic did mess up. Okay, 5 steps back now.
At the bare minimum.
He is a bear.
He's a bear.
It's a bear.
Thank you. Thank you, Ursa.
Thank you, Ursa.
I didn't know what else to say. I wasn't sure when you're...
He's a bear.
He's a bear.
Oh my god,
Oh god.
Because you
That's
still have
funny.
the Ursabot part, and that's where I was like, I don't know when you're gonna cut in with that, but just that he is a bear.
He's a
I'm like,
bear.
I
He's a
don't know what
bear.
to say that would be in character for Gray, because I don't think Gray would laugh at that, but like, I wanted to laugh at that.
I was
He's a
trying to
bear.
stay in character.
I was trying to stay in character, Ursa, for Pete's sake.
There wasn't any, like,
He's a bear.
wisdom teeth taken out.
He's a bear. He's a bear.
Ray, why is there a bear in the corner?
He's a bear. I want to thank you all for watching. Sorry this was last second. Probably not as funny as it should have been on my editing process, but last minute video for probably last video of the year. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. I hope to see you all on the stream later today. And I can only guess that the next one, the next episode's gonna have a lore dump. It's gonna be a lore dump. It's gonna be a story dump, and I'm scared to see what's gonna happen because thanks to Miss Gray, Ursa is now in front of Ursabot without Mal as a buffer. So thanks for that. See you all next time. Sub to Ursa. See you all next time. Goodbye.